I'm going to read the first poem, which actually a couple of poets before the break was a response to Guyan Hazard's brother's painting. I've started my art collection, bougie art. There's some. As you'll see, there's fantastic artists actually, and we had a really good time responding to the work. And there's lots of red buses in his work, or planes and things. Okay, this is part of what I call Suburban Trilogy, although I think I've done 4 now, so whatever the 4 is, quartet. Right. When I was in Suffolk, I had to apologise for a lot of South London references. I think they're going to be an easier crowd than you lot, right? Okay, so the first one, railway replacement service. Grass verges lining mines, small memories locked in difference, spinning in my head, curtains twitching, suburban drift. Inner national history, last days of the Raj. Poppadom, please. Kingfisher, piss water, drunk across imperial lands. You're one of us, brown as white, flashing colours. I feel through the haze of abstract expressionism, suburban futurism, red marks at night, loneliness is terror. White suffocation, white light, commuting without bowler hats, speculating capital, flights of fancy, another runway, no thanks. Full English against the swarm, I want my country back. Kebab and chips, Paki Taliban, veil thread, EDL on the chicken vindaloo, arses burning. Number 93, whizzing framed in my head, fragments scattered, boxed out, painted the town red, strokes against the grey, lines of flight, bus window on the world, through the looking glass, caged out, freedoms undone, shades of blue, Jaipur, pink city, Chennai drones piercing eardrums, Rajasthan Express, I love India, the vibrant colours, the poverty, souls starving to death. Mr. Singh, a fine fellow, bus driver, father served in the British Army, coolie, packing, working on government service, worthy Oriental gentleman. Tebet failed the cricket test. No. Would you like some mango chutney with your puke? Going round and round on the South Circular. Korean, or are they Chinese? Buddha of Suburbia, Enoch's nightmare. Sufi magic in the hands, chromatic diffusion as autonomy. Adorno didn't know he loved jazz. Whirling dervishes, jet airwaves, inorganic intellectual in the white cube, breaking it down for the country folk. Translucent writers' waves of deep blue range, blurred excess of light beyond the frame. Insomnia, words lost in utopia, Uncle Salim's car, escape routes from the cul-de-sacs, wrong side of the tracks, fugitive aesthetics still alive, post-colonial pop art, Mitchum's Basquiat, multiple photo cells, brown Rothko, Warhol in the suburban jungle, nail bars and chicken shops, Bollywood dances in the church hall. Anyone for tennis? Don't mention the B word. Okay, this one I wrote after the riots, the London riots. It's part of the suburban, whatever, quartet. It's called Burn and Croydon. I'm from Croydon, so I can say that. Although everyone else also says that, really. Burn and Croydon. Just do it, flying down the street, broken shards scattered, coppers on the run, Choppers buzzing, screens to the ready, fires burning, red sky at night, beds in flames, tigers jumping, breaking news. Aged men speak of times gone, blood and rivers, white was not black, black was not white, codes in codes, lost in the post, hoods looking for easy pickings, generation wired, BBM, KFC, JJB, I riot. Who am I? Mirror, mirror, look at me. Righteous indifference, lol, whatever. Sociologist, puzzled, TV diatribe. Headless youth workers. Psychogeography, sat-navs. Rerouting dead zones of post-industrial pastoral like hell. Bowling alone, IKEA, B&Q, TGI. Zone 5 car parks full, dogging reality. Bikers on the edge, lost in overpass under the fly. Road to nowhere. So fucking Croydon, so fucking Bowie. Suburban sound, secret times, punk-rooted ruthless dialectics, unravelling, ballad, speculative histories, future noise, two-step to dubstep, Beano's lost in the concrete jungle, CCTV one guy, striker pose, Kenny Moss on the corners, tiger, tiger, roaring cells, Bristol dreams, fear-filled retromania, St. George's Walk empty, peep show act, home of dead babies, boxed in, curry noodles, dosa, particularly mixed up drinking, Stormzy, the ends, Bagel Towers, NLA, orbiting Lunar House, disappearing queues, forgotten arrivals, monstrous plans left to rot, NF, BNP, EDL, UKIP, Tory scum on the tram, sounding off, going viral, domes burn, unveiled threats, disappearing jobs for the boys, class war, Terry and June, England, writing on the wall, poems burn, okay. A short one, it's called Dead Sea. The waves slowly glided towards the shore, innocent of the dead souls who dreamt of crossing to another life, never to be remembered as bodies soaked in the Mediterranean sun, images of the lost blue-eyed girl etched in the minds of the civilized, Moors banished to the histories of fallen empires, the dark ages descending, the hordes repulsed again, white skin burning fair, throwing coins of guilt as Africa bleeds. The sea stands guard with the cries of the last breath, gasping in the still air of the night. Europe building its cemetery to the world. Okay, this one is, Mum passed away 3, 4, 5 years ago, and as good Hindus that I am, took her ashes back to not back, but to the Ganges, right? It's called On the Return, the Ganges in India. I didn't used to live in Birmingham. On the Return to a Foreign Land, that's what it's called. Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds, Bhagavad Gita. The ashes rattled in the boot, the dust scattering the receding dawn light, back in the mother country, lost in its mythos, another journey to the source, a return to nothingness. The road cutting a cold industrial landscape, an arid horizon populated by waking souls, indifference to the vehicle hurtling to the sacred waters in Hadwar, air reeking of the waste of human existence, sounds of the last breaths reverberating in my head, my eyes red through the morning haze, Mum smiling, speaking of another country, come back, home back in the day, ear melts and Delhi folks, bygone past, India left shining to another beat of utopia lost, from the impossible life, burning coal in the grey skies of the engine of imperial decline, dreams of its day. Death in the air, orange shirts stealing a march, hate everywhere. Mortal gods on screens selling the future, dancing flesh whiter than white. Buddhas rampaging, thugs searching for purity, raping as tradition reigns. Bharat rising, speculating on fair. Modi empire reloaded, emergency nation time, open for business. Follow the Brahmins to the camps, holy men in triumph of the will. Red sky at night, people struggling. Mao in the jungle, class war, Lal Salam, another Naxalbari imagined. Let the poets run riot, words can kill the twilight of hope. Dust storms gathering across time, haunted by the failures of history. Wretched of the earth losing their mind. Daughters of the dust speaking for another world. Sounding out, rupturing the flows of empire at the end of our The World Month. This is a little bit more multimedia experimentation. So it may work, it may miserably fail, which is probably the latter. It's a sort of serial poem, although I've only done one, so I'm not sure that counts as serial poem. It's called Open Heart, and it's called Open Heart, and it references three things I need to tell you about. One is my dad died about 25 years ago of a heart attack. And a few months after, I had to have heart surgery, open heart surgery at a metallic valve. And this poem is in memory of the Grenfell dead.
Atiya Ahmed, Mohammed Abid Neda, Hisham Ram, Rania Ahmed Adli Ibrahim, Halia Hassan, Fatia Hassan, Gloria Trevisan, Marco Gottardi, Raymond H. Bernard, Mariam Ul Gahuri, Esla Ul Gahuri, Tony Disson, Nadia Shoker, Exam Shoker, Fatima Shoker, Mirna Shoker, Zainab Shoker, Nura Jamal, Hashim Kadir, Yahya Hashim, Yaqub Hashim Kadir, Theodore Hashim.
An epigraph from Jane Chandler. There must have been an explosion, an eruption somewhere, from the beginning of time as time, and thus yet beyond time. Neither time nor not time. Indeed, displacing time. Before beginning, cavernous and massive, fractal, infinitely so. An earthquake or volcano, a black hole in the whiteness of being, in the being of whiteness, for the disaster now and yet to come. It's named Chandler. The silence walked as if time had stopped out of time. The charred tower, tomb to the dead, a black obelisk haunting the city, cries reverberating against the shattered dreams. We come, live and live and live. We love and die and die and die together. Tick, tick, tick. My metallic heart valve missed a beat. Burning tower, heart bleeding, remains remaining. Impotent TV similar after. Cacophony of media guilt. Lost in the smoke of hypocrisy. Breathing soul, sounding grievance. Enclosed in a furnace of speculative finance. Flesh off the bone, suffocating abodes, I can't breathe. Cinders remain, lives alone, together as one, you and me and us. Let them burn, rich stealing life, white lies, capital murder, death traps, rage rising, heart beating faster. Sunni said, Dad's death broke your heart. Dad's open, broken heart, dead migrants, dead labour. There is no fire without abstraction. Tick, tick, tick. Broken-hearted, the tower of anti-Babel, the open heart of Notting Hill, refusing accumulation by dispossession, dubstep to other syncopations, information, deformation. The base infrastructure of sociality, opacity of nothingness, the dialectics of nothing is more or less than one. The bleeding heart of Hansworth, 81-85, the writers writing, Babylon facing the music, Rasta I&I, Steel Pulse, Hansworth Revolution, school discos, body music, Broadway School, White Flag, Los Angeles, Aston, Perry Bar, places that forgot time, Dad falls on the street, lying on the hospital table. Dad did not rise. Workers poisoned in the factory production of Ford's death. The machinic recalibration of immigrant souls. The invisible traces of the outside. Small gestures of love, unity seize the time. In, out of time. Marvin, what's going on? Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, We Are One. LKJ told us a long time ago, England is a bitch. An ontological condition of the island race, drowning in a sea of hate, opulence, indifference. St. George soiled in the fakery of deluded grandeur, caught in the banality of a not-so-new world order, built on virtual sand and tea at Fortnum and Mason. The syntax of carnival revelry in the now time of joyfulness, undulating movements in the line, the second line. Can we feel the heart's arrhythmic pulsations, frequencies resonating the phonic flesh as bacchanal? The heart ripped out, love of the inoperative multitude, improvised, inventive social poetics, the opacity of the undercommons under erasure. For every Grenfell fires burn, ashes to ashes, from Dhaka to Gaza, burning hell. Mahmoud Darwish was right, alas, it was paradise. We run and run, shout, bass rumblings, open hearts, green hearts, with love and life, spacing the spaces of nothing, haunted by the verticality of subprime pressure. We fly, fuck, dream, dance to the memories of futures lost in time. Why do you hate when love is all we came with? We, the abject labour of whiteness, can you hear the beats of silence, the silence of justice, tick, tick, tick. I've gone over time, but they have to listen to me, I think. Anyway, this is the final one. It's again a response to Diane's paintings. It's called, I'll get it fast, it's called Tympan, or Listening to Paintings. Tympan, French, eardrum, membrane, relationship between frame and text, the limit and the other, Jacques Derrida. Noise of the city, painting scream, traffic roars, buses humming, sonic cartographies, noise pollution, sounds blurring, poetic notes, Tower of Babel, imperceptible capitalism, blue sirens, algorithmic music, sonic booms, turbulence, ambient atmospheres, diasporic cacophony, ears vibrate, oscillate, fluctuate, plugged in, plugged out, headphones, phone heads, beats, migrant beats, tutor, urban, jungle, grime, me-pod, I not, we, head music, bass rumbling, low frequency modulations, heart thumping, pneumatic drill music, bashment, Babylon, wall of sound, flesh vibrations, eyes listening, ears seeing, ears blocked, ears bleeding, acoustic pressure, digital drums, metallic grinding, shouting out, suburban quiet, radio silence. Invisible chatter, white noise, red shift, blue notes, secret whispering, sound systems, bassline, rubber dub, headspace, pulsating percussive bodies after the noise, beyond the frame, invisible sound, soupy utterance, sacred sound, soul music, social music, girl talk, queer rhythms, monkey chatter, hearing voices, keeping quiet, inner speech, muffled sounds, make some noise, loudspeaker, loud colours, horns blaring, writers chanting, muezzin praying, calling, voices haunted, deafness, deafening, echo chamber, listen to the silence, quantum vibrations, nothing, void, infinity, dark, matter, big bang. Can we hear the subaltern paint? Thank you.